Bravo 007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the seagull fare 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hello there guys, hope you're all well, and yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am indeed in X-Plane 10. Now for those of you that have followed me since the beginning of time, you will know that my relationship between me and X-Plane 10 has never been the strongest, because, to be quite frank, I hate the UI. The UI really intimidates me and pretty much everyone. Apart from obviously the people that use X-Plane. However, when you finally figure it out, there is actually an awesome bit of sim underneath it, which it does take a bit of digging and it does take a bit of setting up. Nowhere near as much as FSX, although it does look like it initially. But again, it's all about getting used to it, and if you're up for the change, then I would definitely recommend having a go of it. I wouldn't completely switch over from FSX. Use this alongside of FSX. Yeah, it's more expensive, but there is a ton of freeware stuff for X-Plane, an absolute ton, be it aircraft and scenery. Scenery most. There literally is terabytes of photographic scenery, and oh my god, I feel faint when I think about it. But yeah, so we're in the A320 Neo today from JARDesigns. I can take the wingtips off, or the sharklets off, should I say, if I want to. But EasyJet actually have them in their fleet now, so I might as well keep them on. I'm going to fly from this. We're on the ground at Gatwick, although the AI traffic doesn't really reflect being at Gatwick. And we're going to fly over to Amsterdam. It's just a short flight. I did try to do this on stream the other night, but my PC overheated and rip. So we're going to carry on from that, and we're going to try and do this kind of entire flight without screwing up too much. I have preset my views, so if I press 0 and then 4 is the wing view, because we all love wing views. It is kind of like EasyDock. This feature is pretty neat. You can just assign different views to the numpad keys, and then you can cycle through them like so. So this is quite neat. This aircraft comes with this little control manager on the left. You click this, I don't even know what that's meant to be, a power on button or something, and then you have little panels that pop out and you can do things with it. I'm not going to run through all the checklists and stuff like that. I just want to fly the thing and see how it is. I'm going to be doing a lot more on X-Plane and a lot more on a lot of sims, but as well X-Plane is one of them. So at the moment we have ground power connected, and these are for the stairs on the side. I don't know if we can see them yet. We can just there, these stairs, and also for the catering on the other side, which you can just about see there. So we can switch the external power on, which we will do now. Now there is an inherent difference with the sound in X-Plane and FSX. It seems that no matter how much I turn the volume up, I still can't hear it. You can change the volume in the FMC, or the MCDU, sorry. And I did do that. See, they're on 100%, and the master volume's turned down a bit, so maybe we can just ramp that up to 100. But it's still a little quiet, so just bear with me if it's a bit quiet. Once you get up and running and the engines are all fired up, it probably will get too loud, and then I'll have to turn it back down again. So, the ground power is connected even. That's on. We can flick the batteries on. Let's have a look at the fuel when it decides to come into service. We'll change that to inches of... not inches of mercury, what am I saying? We'll change it from inches of mercury to hectopascal. And we will wait, I guess. We can turn the IRSs on, I suppose. So flick those that way. Oh, that's too far. The dragging system in X-Plane is also inherently weird if you're used to FSX stuff. But again, it's just about getting used to it. Turn the nav lights on, and we don't need anything else on for the moment. Actually, we could probably put the seatbelts on and the smoking and all that good stuff. Okay, so fuel, we only want 4 tons, so we'll just increase it to 4, and we'll press refuel. And it does it. Enter flight plan, CI, cruise, 0 fuel weight, etc. I guess that is done somewhere else. So that's all done. We're fine with that. As far as loading it goes, we can do stuff here, but we're just going to leave it as it is for now. I don't know what this FM is. Oh, it's this thing here. Okay, so let us, how are we going to do this? We'll turn the fuel pumps on. We will start the APU, and while that's starting, we'll run down here and we will program the FMC. So init page, we're going from Gatwick to EHAM, and we are aligning the IRS. We are easy. We're not on VATSIM, although VATSIM does work with X-Plane. I just haven't connected because I'm still a noob. Not at VATSIM, just with X-Plane. So, you know, I don't want to embarrass myself. I couldn't even figure out how to squawk mode travel yesterday, so there you go. I have just deleted everything because I'm that good. Easy 48. Then Yankee Juliet. Same call sign as we used on the stream. And cost index, I don't really know, so I'll just go 20 and flight level 230. Okay, sweet. So next page, 0 fuel weight is all there. And then we can go to flight plan. We can depart. Runway 26 left on the Clacton 8 mic departure. Let's put that in that one. And then from Clacton we can take the Airway Lima 620, and that will run us all the way to Redfar. So Redfar. Amsterdam today, because they hate everything in life, is landing on runway 18 right, which really does suck. It's about a 40-minute taxi, and I can't find the runway. There we go, 18 right. And it's a red for 1 alpha with the Sugol transition, apparently. So we'll just put that in there and insert that. Okay, sweet. So that all links up. Good stuff. We'll push that back to the top. Nice. Performance page, transition altitude is 6,000 feet for London. Thrust reduction, acceleration altitudes. I'll just keep that at 1,000, I guess. Actually, why did that change it? That's whatever. We'll just, I don't know. We'll leave that as it is. Flex to temp, we're going to do flex 60. And we're only using flap 1. So that's all set. The V speeds, it will do it itself. And that is us. Oh, for some reason it knocked out the cruise level there. That is us, I would say, ready to go. Okay, everything's populated now on the displays, so we are aligned. Let's set the initial altitude. And the QNH, well, we can get that now from here, 1027. 230 degrees, 8 knots. So we'll turn the constraints on, we'll reduce the map. And that is us ready to push back. It was that simple. So, how are we doing this? We use this little manager here. Actually, first of all, that's a good point. Let's turn the radios on. We'll use VHF1. We'll just leave them on like that for now because it doesn't really matter. And we will get rid of the ground power. We'll get rid of the catering and the stairs. And then we will get rid of the doors. And we will ask for the tow. Now, if you look on the external view, you will see a tow. Here he is. We can also shift the chocks away and the cones. You can hear the flight attendant trying to do an announcement.
The cockpit is too hot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Of course it's too hot because you have all of the selectors on the far right. Why would you do that? Okay, we can put the beacon light on. And we can look outside again. We can either do this the noob's way and do it from the outside, which I'm going to do. We can press now go.
Brake off.
And away it goes. Now, some other add-ons with X-Plane inherently have it so that you can use your throttles to push back and the rudders to turn. Others, you have this little program. Either way, it's still pretty cool. So when we get to a point where we think we're good to turn, we want to go about now, left. Please do it. Please do it, please do it, please do it. Oh, we're bouncing. Maybe that was actually too early. I don't know. Well, actually, we might be okay. Oh geez, I think I've nailed it. Oh my god, I actually think I've nailed it. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, I was like a meter to the left. You can forgive me for that. If you've seen my pushbacks before, you'll know that me and pushbacks never work. So we can stop that now.
Park brake on.
Nice. By tow. That's very nice. Now we could have started the engines while we were doing that, but I wanted to see what it looked like on the outside, so we'll do that just now. So APU's on and the bleed's on, so we just need to flick this start switch over and start number 2. And away it goes. Now hopefully you can hear this. I might have to turn it up a little bit. There you go. So number 2 started. Boot 1 into life.
Starting engine 1.
It says IRS in a line 1 minute. Even though all the IRSs are aligned. That's kind of weird. We'll just ignore that. Okay, so auto brake max, we want flaps down to 1. That is very loud, sorry. Turn that down a little bit. Spoilers armed, and that's config complete.
Cockpit is too hot.
The cockpit is too hot, really. I'll tell you what, I'll turn it all the way down and enjoy yourself. Packs can go on. Oh, of course, the packs were off, so it wasn't circulating any air. Good job, Matt. I can't move the switch. Let me move it to like halfway. There we go, and there we go. Right, let's shut down the APU. Taxi light can come on. And we are ready to go. So, parking brake released. Now I have quick switches on my joystick, so it's really easy to move around. Give it a bit of oomph. Not too much. I'm still getting used to the physics of X-Plane, so my flying will not be great. I will try not to slam it down in Amsterdam, and I will try not to screw the takeoff up, but it's very different physics to what you're used to in FSX. So, here's 26 left. Transponder can go on. Everything can go on. That's actually the other one turning on there. That probably wasn't right. You can turn the landing lights on. Take off. Okay. Okay, lined up on 26 left. We are all ready to go. Everything's set. They're still doing the announcement, but whatever. I can't help that. 50%. Flex. Might be a little bit too loud for you, so I'll turn that down. Sorry. There we go. The physics really hate me, so it's quite difficult. V1, rotate.
positive climb.
Gear up. I just knocked into Toka. Whoops. Climb power. So, autopilot in.
One cross-check.
SRS climb still. Let's have a look out the window, see what's going on back there. See, X-Plane ground is so nice. It looks so much different than FSX. It just looks so better, well, I was about to say rendered. I think rendered is the correct term. Right, so we can start to speed up now. Flaps coming in.
Flaps 0.
Right, I'll set flight level 230. And we can go into open climb. Get a ridiculously bad climb rate as we speed up. Going through some pretty epic cloud at the moment, although the frame rate when you go through cloud seems to be pretty shocking. I mean, it's bearable, but if you look inside the cabin, look how smooth it is, and then you go outside and it's just like It's very weird. You get nice breaks like that, and you can zoom in and look at all the houses. They are actually in proportion to the ground as well. They're not too big, not too small. It's good. Okay, so we're nearly ready for descent now. Well, it's just a little bit past Redfer. So we'll program everything. QNH at the moment in Amsterdam is 1027, and the surface wind is 320 degrees at 5 knots, which is weird. We'll be landing with a small tailwind component. Temperature is 19 degrees, very nice. And the transition altitude is, I'm not sure, I will have a look. Okay, transition altitude is 3,000 feet, and the MDA for runway 18 right is 190 feet. So we'll stick that over there. We're going to be landing with, actually, will it do config 3? Yeah, it will. We'll use config 3. Why not? So we'll use config 3, and apparently we're close to the top of the sensor. So if you can hear birds, by the way, it's an absolutely glorious day outside, so that's why they're going crazy. Just over the wait, we're over the sea, so it's not much to look at. So we are set on that page. Need to check the alt constraints down at Slut. Okay, nice point. Flight level 100, the Sugol, which is what we're aiming for. So we'll just reset the MCP altitude. MCP, that is an MCP, isn't it, in an Airbus? I can't remember the name of it. And then, when we approach the marker, which is about 15 miles away, then we'll hit this, and we will descend. So, we just came through that massive cloud, now we're underneath it. The cloud drawing in X-Plane is actually really nice. It looks pretty cool as you fly through it. It's a shame it kind of doesn't absorb the wing like it does with Active Sky Next, although it might do, depending on different types of clouds. But I've not been through every single type yet, so we'll see. But anyway, we're just routing towards the centre fix now for runway 18 right. Descending through flight level 60 down to 2,000 feet, which I'm going to send now, 1027. And then we'll be turning right for the ILS, so we have, how far? Apparently only got 9 miles to run. That's not true, because we've got at least 16. And we also apparently need more drag, so let's put some drag out. There we go. Just so we can catch back up on the profile, I guess. So there's 15 miles now to run until we intercept. So we've got 15 miles to descend to 2,000 feet, which is plenty. I am using Aerosoft's Amsterdam, which was which I got yesterday, courtesy of the Patreon campaign. I'm sure everyone knows about that. But for those of you who don't, patreon.com/Bellins. It's coming up on 5 miles to go. I'm going to activate the approach phase now.
Approach phase activated.
On the ILS, so we're 8 miles to go on the ILS. I'll start to slow down quite rapidly. There's the glide slope diamond. I'm going to put a bit of spoiler out, I think. I'm going to go into heading mode as well and make it heading 090. Flap 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
We are config 3, so we'll use that. Start descending a bit faster. There we go. 2.5 miles to go. Take to config 2.
Flaps 2.
We'll turn right, heading 150. Fingers crossed this all works as it should do. Catching the glide up quite well. We'll bring the spoilers in and arm them.
Spoilers armed.
Okay, we might be cutting this a little bit fine. Drop the
Gear
gear and we'll go to config
Radio
3.
altimeter alive.
And I will
Speed check. Flaps 3.
disengage the autopilot and fly it manually. So, there's 18 right. We did cut it a bit short, but I'm fine with that. So, let's keep the descent going. Hit the approach button, so then at least we have a reference. There we go. There's the glide, so we don't shoot through it. Let's pull the nose up a little bit. There we go. Now, apparently, when I had problems with this A320, let me just get rid of the flight director because it's annoying me. It's actually having a bit of a spasm, but that's fine. Apparently, last time, the issues that I was having with this even, was that I was over controlling it. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just I don't even know what's causing that. The flight director back in. There we go. Weird. Yeah, apparently I was over controlling it, which is never good. So I'm just going to give it minimalistic touches. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit as well so you can hear it. Minimalistic touches. So no trim as well. We don't use any trim. So we'll see how that works. Well, I'm already getting into a bit of oscillation, which is not nice. So nervous. So nervous. Oh my god, I'm dipping a little bit too low. Raise the nose. Remember, we're config 3. We can see that on the wing. There's config 3. Right, here we go. I'm just going through the glide now. Let's bring the nose down.
500.
Oh jeez. Here we go.
400.
pressure. So difficult to fly.
300,
100 above.
So difficult.
200,
I don't want to slam it, but I think that's what's going to happen. Oh my god.
100,
Here we go.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Spoilers full.
Wow.
Down. Reverse green.
It's incredibly loud, sorry about that. We'll let it decel on its own. Jesus Christ. It's not easy to land an X-plane, it really isn't. I don't know why it's so difficult.
70 knots.
But we got down, we didn't crash, but they were a bit mad. Bring the reversers back in. But yeah, we missed that turn as well, which is kind of, well, it doesn't matter, we could use the next one. But yeah, it's really, really hard to
Flaps
land.
full.
Wow, what am I doing?
Spoilers arm. Spoilers distance.
And I don't know why it's so difficult to land.
Flaps 0.
It's very, very strange. It's just the slightest pressure change and it's just all over. I mean, you can see there, if you look at the control surface cue there, you can see that like just a little bit and you're already at 10 degrees nose up. It doesn't go into all of the corners, which is very strange, but okay. Whatever. Anyway, the taxi is real. It's a good 10 minutes, which is always fun. So, maybe we'll... I don't know if I should finish it here. Actually, I probably should, because that taxi... Unless you want to see the airport scenery. No, screw it. We'll end it here. Right, so there we go. That's kind of my initial go at X-Plane. I'm not going to say that it's perfect, because it's far from perfect. There are a few bugs with this aircraft, and I still believe that it does fly like a sack of something that's not very nice. But it may just be me, but I still can't fix it, so there you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care. See you later, guys.